Grand Rising family. It's your sister from another Mr. Lovely Fly Shy back with another one. Listen, I'm going to speak briefly on this beautiful rising, this very cold rising here in Vegas. It's freaking freezing, you guys, but um, I'm going to really quickly touch on gang stalking. Being a targeted, well, I rather call it an empowered individual because that is what it breeds and that is what you become, when dealing with this aspect of spiritual warfare. So, this is actually inspired by a comment to protect this woman's identity. I will not state her name. However, this has been a lot. Like, I'm actually going to piggyback off of what she's going through, to sum it up, not to expose too much, but I'm also going to share what it is that I have been noticing in terms of gang stalking. And once again, I don't even think I mentioned it actually, so excuse me there. But this is going to be an audio only, okay? I will be back on later on, you guys. I've just been really feeling under the weather. I don't really feel like doing my hair, although I did go ahead and run the flat iron through it. So I'll come back on later on, you guys. I'm just like, Well, anywho. So this woman was speaking about how her neighbors do certain things, to get basically a rise out of her. And this here is true. Narcissists, gang stalkers, psychopaths, sociopaths alike, the NPCs, soulless entities, the low vibrational beings, they feed and they crave off of your negative response to their negative BS. They provoke and provoke and provoke, and they poke the bear, poke the bear, poke the bear, until you finally explode. All because their hidden motive and their idea that they seek to come out of that is to see you end up losing your freedom, going to jail, or some crazy house, because that's what a lot of these gang stalkers wish upon a lot of us chosen ones, light workers, light bearers, and divine ones. We're just too smart for our own good. We are in this knowledge, we are in this truth, and that's not to say that we know everything either, because we don't. We are learning every single day. We are faithful and humble servants of the Most High. But that is not to say what it is that we already know and what it has already been exposed to us, the information that lies within us, that others, which, who are the others? The gang stalkers, the low vibrational entities, they don't have the knowledge that we have. They don't have the intelligence or the eloquence that we have. Okay, they don't have, there go the sirens, there go the matrix, right? But they don't have the heart and spirit that we have. We have hearts of gold. Okay, we have a spirit of a conqueror, a defeatist. Okay, and that is not to down anyone. But I'm sorry, I don't have any empathy for psychopaths, narcissists, Jezebel spirits, and or gang stalkers. Especially for the amount of stress, drama, and trauma that they can reap and spew upon their targets. But all in all, it's how you look at it. It's how you perceive what is happening for you. Again, it is not happening to you. I know it can get frustrating. I know it can be like, you just want to go off. You want to go off the handles, but you have to constantly, even if you have to walk away, a person can be all in your face. Like, as long as they're not, like, I'm not saying let a person put their hands on you. Like, let's get that correct. No, don't do that. Like, I know the Most High said turn the other cheek, but baby, I'm just saying. But, if a person is just acting ugly, ignorant, and belligerent, they want to be all loud and everything like that, just ignore them. If you got to walk off. If you guys live in an apartment complex and the energy in your complex is very low, that is very toxic. There's people that live in apartments, they ain't got nothing going on for themselves. This is not everybody, but it just depends. A lot of people, they're just miserable, dependent on the government, like these gang stalkers. and they don't have nothing going on for themselves. And so that's why they have the time, energy, and space to like bother you. Okay, so really quickly, I just want to touch on my experiences. I just noticed that like people would just come around me like out of just the blue. They'll just like start like laughing. Like this guy, it was so weird. Like the other day I was on the bus and this guy, like I just quickly, I don't lock eyes with people, but like I couldn't help it. Like I had just turned up and looked in his direction, excuse me, and I just looked at him and quickly turned away, and he was just like laughing. Like he had this ugly, loud, demonic laugh, and I was just looking at him like, is this guy on drugs? Then there was another lady. She was talking so loud. She was talking about like how she was an alcoholic and stuff like that, and how the devil was trying to get her. And I'm telling you, she was talking so loud. It felt so specific, so direct. And these people know our weaknesses. They know our past. So if you've ever dealt with any type of addiction or anything like that, you'll notice that street theater, people just randomly come up and start like conversing about past issues that you've dealt with. That's not coincidence at all. People are like like this matrix is something else. It's just falling down. The veil is slipping. All right. And the truth is being exposed. People are placed in certain, in our paths, for a reason, to, like I said, lower our vibration, to piss us off, to get on our nerves, to make us lose out on having a good day and being in peaceful spirits, being able to have those distractions blocked out, so that we can continuously listen to the Most High God throughout the day. So just don't give people like, I was just like, wow, this guy's a psycho. Like I don't like calling people crazy and stuff, but that was just very psychotic. Like, and then other things is like my neighbor downstairs, she has 2 kids, and I noticed she'll leave her door open all day. They'll be screaming to the top of their lungs, like just screaming and hollering, and she just blasts her music, act like she don't even hear them. And it's so frustrating, you guys. It's like so frustrating, but that's another sign they want you to get up the nerve to like go down there and confront them and say something. Like I told you guys a couple of months ago when I was dealing with the drama with my downstairs neighbor. When my kids would be over, of course, they're not going to walk on eggshells. Kids aren't going to be silent 24 hours a day. If there's a child that is silent 24 hours a day and that is noise free 24 hours out of the day, even during, child waking times where they are supposed to be up, moving and grooving, then show me who that child is. Because that child must be perfect and from another planet somewhere. So anyway, she would bang up here with different objects and stuff, and it would really piss me off. So like one day I did eventually go down there, like, and I snapped. I low-key lost it, but she ain't did it again, and I didn't snap like in a disrespectful manner, but I snapped to let her know, look, I'm righteous, but baby, don't get it twisted. Don't keep playing with me. All right, don't keep playing with me. Like I stay to myself. I mind my business. Don't play with me, especially when my kids are around. Like, do not play with me and get me out of my character. So after that, I definitely had to go within, because I don't like confrontation. I don't like drama. That's why I'm never in drama. I cut off people who are always in drama, always gossiping about other people, always talking about other people. Those kind of people get cut off. If you're all about, attention and being seen and all that, you're getting cut off and without explanation. That's another thing I noticed. I'll quickly share. It's like once you start getting closer to God and God reveals certain things to you about other people, and you are called and moved to either delete and remove and block these people off social media, in real life, whatever, that's when I noticed the attacks really started amping up. People from like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all making fake pages to watch my page, like trying to add me and stuff. Like I had over like 200 and something friend requests from people I didn't even know on Facebook. And it's just like, there go the honking. They don't want me to get this message out, but we shall proceed anyways, because why? We have risen. Yes, we have risen above all of this in advance. They know that they don't have much time left, and that's why these attacks are amping up. But yes, just a bunch of accounts trying to add me that I don't even know, and it just goes to show that people are watching. And like when you tell the average Joe about, or if you even try to explain the severity and the true depth and gravity of gang stalking to the average Joe, those of who are indoctrinated, trapped, blinded, in the sunken place, stuck in the 3D matrix, they can't even hear you out. So they so quick to call you crazy. They're so quick to say you need to go to a doctor. They're so quick to say you're schizophrenic. They're so quick to call you all these names and put all these so-called medical terms on you. All because they don't have the discernment or the knowledge and information and the wisdom that the Most High bestowed upon you to see what it is that's going on. So that's why a lot of you're not going to often see me, like, I'm going to talk about gang stalking and my experiences and other forms of spiritual warfare that comes my way, like the psychic attacks and things like that. I'm going to talk about that in the next video, but I'm not going to allow my whole channel to be, I'm not going to give them people the satisfaction. I will share certain things when I'm being called to share it, but I'm not about to let that be the forefront and focal point of my life, because regardless of if I'm a targeted, empowered individual, whether or not I'm a chosen one, whether or not I'm the only light in the dark, in the darks of, where I'm at currently, what have you. I still have a mission that I need to focus on. I still need to focus on myself and my continued betterment. All right. I'm still elevating. I'm still evolving. I'm still changing, and I'm still growing. And there's nothing no demon in hell can do to stop that. Nothing no freaking gang stalker, no low vibrational entity can do to stop that. And you all need to declare and decree the same over your own lives, because you're not powerless. I know it's frustrating. I know it's annoying. But hell, you should be flattered. At this point, you need to hire some security detail at this point. Because if you're going to big me up like that, make me feel like royalty even more, oh, for sure, let me hire some security detail then. All right? But y'all, your spiritual team is far more powerful than any of that. The Most High sits high and looks low. These people ain't getting away with nothing. Keep blocking, deleting, and cutting ties with people. I see that's going to be a bit of a process for me, but I'm doing it every day without explanation. I don't owe anyone an explanation. If you got cut off, it's because we don't vibrate on the same frequency. We don't have the same spirit. I don't see no light in you. And therefore, I'm removing myself, because your ugliness, your miserliness is not about to rub off on me when I have done the inner work, and I am still doing the inner work. So that's just a piece of my mind, a piece of my heart, and just a piece of what it is that I have experienced. And I just wanted to kind of piggyback, off of the young lady's comment. But yeah, just don't react or respond. All right, kill these suckers, haters, and naysayers with kindness. Don't give them the satisfaction. I see a bunch of other empowered individuals on here. Like, don't make all your content all about them. Of course you're giving them your energy force. Of course you're giving them your power. Let them know, okay, I'm aware of you. I see you. I know who you are. But guess what? I fear thy not. There ain't nothing you can do to stop me. Nothing. No V2K broadcasting, no energy weapons, no none of that. None of it. No satellite in the sky can stop what the Most High has already divinely ordained. Period. So put that on fleek. Put some respect on that. Like, for real, though. Well, until the next video, you all, I hope you all enjoyed this. I hope it resonated and touched some of you. Remember that you guys are warriors, conquerors, defeatists. Ain't nam one of y'all on here victims. Okay? And one of y'all is not a victim. All right? You are a survivor, and it's time to act like it. Walk in that. Okay? Okay, I wish you all well. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also share the video to anyone else that you know is experiencing gang stalking and other forms of spiritual warfare. The next topic of discussion will be on psychic attacks. Until then, peace, love, and light.